Hey everybody, welcome back to Everyday Barbecue. I'm going to share a personal favorite recipe of mine with you today. This is something quick and easy that you can do at home, and I've gotten a lot of good feedback on it with social media. Stay tuned and we'll get started. Alright guys, so I don't share every single thing I cook on video. This is a recipe that I've been making for such a long time because I grew up eating this stuff. So today we're going to make a simple, easy Italian beef sandwich. You can do this a lot of different ways. You know, you can make the beef at home and do all kinds of stuff, but I'm going to show you a fast way to do it. Why am I doing this? I'm doing this because I've shared pictures of this recipe on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and I've gotten such a positive response that I thought, you know what, next time we make that, I'm going to go ahead and share a video with you guys. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we have here. Alright, so to start with, we've got about 2 or 2.5 pounds here of deli beef that is shaved. So, you know, if you want to do this at home, go to your favorite deli wherever you buy your lunch meat, ask them for roast beef, and you want it shaved like this right here. This is the easiest and quickest way to do this sandwich at home without going through a ton of trouble. You're going to need some beef broth. Our deli here locally actually will give you beef broth with this if you go ahead and you buy it there. Not everyone's going to do that, so if you don't get it at the deli, just go ahead and get your favorite beef broth. Simple thing here, I've got some seasonings here and I'm going to tell you what's in it, but I'll put the amounts down in the description. This is my little custom thing that I do when I make beef sandwiches at home. This is just garlic powder, oregano, basil, and black pepper. It's that simple. So let me just go ahead and show you this way so you can kind of get a better view of it. And this is going to go in the slow cooker here with the broth, so that's where we're going to start. And I've got some hot giardiniera mixture here, which is absolutely glorious. This goes on the sandwich as a finisher, so a lot of people don't even have a clue what it is, but you can get it on Amazon, you can get it in a lot of different places. And of course, you're going to need good bread. So whenever we're building these sandwiches at home, we're always using this bread from our deli, and you want to make sure you get a good bread for this recipe. It's worthy, trust me. So here's the plan for this cook. You can use a pot at home or a slow cooker or whatever. This is my sorry excuse for a slow cooker here. I'm sorry we don't use it very often, so it is what it is. But we've got about 8 cups of beef broth here for that 2 or 2.5 pounds of beef. We're going to start by getting this beef broth into the slow cooker. We're going to get that up to a high temperature, get our seasonings in, let all that stuff come together. Then we're going to switch the cooker onto low, because you don't want to put this beef in when that stuff is screaming hot. It's just going to shrivel up and it's not going to taste good. What you're going to want to do is after you get it hot, you get the seasonings in, turn it on low, let it simmer down a little bit, let it mellow out, let it come to a better temperature. Then you're going to add this beef in there, and literally it's going to take 5, maybe 10 minutes. If you have it at a low temperature, this is the kind of thing you can leave it in there as long as you want. As long as it's not too hot, then it'll still be good. But we usually put it in for about 5 or 10 minutes, so that's what we're going to do. At the end, again, we're going to put some on this bread with a little extra gravy, and we're going to add our giardiniera. There's lots of ways to do this. You can do, you know, homemade green peppers. We call them sweet peppers. And on another day, at another time, maybe I'll do that full thing for you guys. But a lot of people are kind of iffy on whether they like that anyway, so I thought I'm going to go simple here today. Anyway, I'm going to start putting this together so you can follow along. Alright, so we're going to go ahead, we're going to pour this broth in. And let's get that second one in there. Okay, now we're going to get our seasoning blend in here. So I'm going to let that heat up, and when we're ready to put this beef in, I'll bring you guys back. Alright, so I let it come up to a high temp. I turned it down to low, and it's cooled down enough now for me where it's still hot, but it's not like crazy hot. So we're going to go ahead and get our beef in here. And you want to kind of separate that a bit as you get it in there if it's clumpy. This is shaved very thin, so it will have a tendency to stick. Alright, so we got all that in. Now we're going to cover this back up, and we're going to let it go for about 5 or 10 minutes or until it's done the way we like. And then I'm going to come back and build a sandwich for you guys. Alright, so this stuff's been on for about 10 to 15 minutes, but it's ready. Checked on it, it's ready to go. So occasionally when you're doing this, you just want to get in here and stir this up a bit just to make sure that everything is underneath the broth. So that's just a little tip. Another thing that I want to say before I build this is that with a slow cooker, it's going to take a while to heat up that broth. So one option that you have is you can just do this in a pot, or you can heat up the broth in a pot and then move it to the slow cooker, like if you're hosting a party or whatever and you just kind of want to get it going. So just a thought. All right, let's go ahead and build a sandwich. All right guys, so I've chosen some mozzarella cheese to go with this, and the way I do this is just put a couple of thin slices here at the bottom, and then we're gonna go ahead, get our beef on here. Now you can take a spoon and spoon some of this gravy onto that bread too, if you'd like, before you put the meat on, but you get plenty of juice just from the beef. And now I'll add a little bit more cheese in here, and we'll top that with a little bit more beef. Now, most important part of this is our giardiniera. This is a hot pepper mixture and some olive oil, and it's absolutely glorious. Now I like it hot, so I'm gonna rock this out with a bunch of that. And you can serve this up with a little bit of olive salad or anything that you like. All right, now once that's good to go, if you want, you can spoon a little bit more gravy on here right before you dig in. All right, time for a taste test. You guys ready? Normally I would make this juicier. I'd put more gravy on here. That's how I like it. But for the purpose of this video and me trying to kind of keep it nice, I'm just gonna keep it a little dry here, okay? Here we go, going in. Excellent. It's a great sandwich. I mean, I'm not overly excited because I've been eating these my whole life and they're always excellent. So just wanted to share this quick recipe with you guys. Please like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate you guys so much. My channel's growing so fast, and it's because I have great viewers. So thank you guys for supporting me. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Give it a try. Let me know how it turns out for you. Take care. I'll see you guys on the next episode.